Low tide on Brittany's rugged coast. Fishermen pause because faint bells drift up through the foam. Bells from where? Legend says they belong to Ease, a city so rich and reckless the ocean swallowed it whole. But if Ease is gone, why do those bells still ring? 1500 years ago, a war king named Gradlon boxed off a slice of Atlantic seabed, raised stone walls, and called the place Ease, the Low City. Only one sea gate faced the ocean, locked by Gradlon's silver key. Gradlon's daughter Dahut loved music, magic, and midnight rides. Rule? Books? Not so much. Folks in Brittany still joke Dahut could charm barnacles off a hull. Every night torches blazed on the sea wall, fiddlers played reels, and merchants unloaded gold from Ireland and wine from Spain. But the city sat lower than the waves, one cracked gate hinge away from doomsday. So how does one stolen key turn a party town into a watery grave? If forbidden cities fire you up, hit like so this video swims to more myth hunters. 400 years after the flood, monk historian Pierre Laborde scribbled the first hint. King Gradlon's pride, a drowned city. No Dahut yet. Jump 2 centuries. Albert Legrand finally writes Dahut in, dubbing her the gate key thief. Laborde's scroll even sketches the skyline. 2 cathedrals, 40 stone towers. Scholars argue that part's pure flourish, yet the detail makes you wonder, was he copying an older source we've lost? To this day, one page in his chronicle is torn, right where the description of Ease should finish. Coincidence, or an early editor acting like a medieval red line? But was Dahut a rebel princess, or a scapegoat for something much bigger? Storm clouds roll over Ease, music shakes palace walls, a mysterious stranger leans in. Show me the ocean at night. Dahut slips the silver key off her sleeping father's belt. The bronze gate swings wide, the Atlantic doesn't knock, it roars, waves punch through streets, saints shout warnings, rooftops vanish. That one stolen key let every ton of seawater crash inside, and Ease was silent by sunrise. Survivors, the story goes, hiked inland until the sea stopped foaming. They built the town of Quimper, naming the square after Gradlon. His bronze statue still stands, horse frozen mid-gallop, eyes locked on a tide he can't outrun. Tourists rub the hoof for luck. Locals mutter you're flirting with bad karma. So if the city is rubble, why do 21st century divers keep chasing its streets? Before we hit the sonar hunt, a quick pit stop in spirituality. Brittany blends Celtic sea gods with early Christian saints, about as odd a pairing as peanut butter and oysters. Saint Guenolé, the guy who yells, "Ride, sire," is said to have walked on water to slap the devil away. Meanwhile, fishermen speak of Morgans, mermaids descended from Dahut, flashing silver-green tails under moonlight. Question to park in your mind. If the ocean was simply punishment, why keep praising its spirits centuries later? Think you know someone with the answer? Hit that share arrow and see if they can crack the riddle. In 1994, architect Laurent Lescop runs the first 3D computer model finds ridges, no pillars. 2009, explorer Dominique Youngblood drags sonar arrays across Douarnenez Bay, claims possible walls. Years pass, no peer-reviewed proof. 2023, the local Port Musée builds a VR walkthrough of digital Ease. Tourists love the selfies. Scientists call it pixels. Youngblood's team wasn't cheap. They lugged magnetometers, sub-bottom profilers, and a 2-man ROV named Triton. Results? Sediment, kelp, and one suspicious rectangle the size of a tennis court. Geologists say it's a glacial rock slab. Youngblood swears it's a city plaza. He even mailed core samples to 3 labs. 2 said natural sandstone, 1 said could be handworked. No one has published the full dataset. What if the proof is in a drawer, waiting for fresh eyes? Turns out scapegoat may be the headline. Dahoot pops up in text, but nowhere in archaeology. Blame sells sermons better than stone. But if Sonar sees nothing, what keeps the bells ringing? Sound bends over water like a funhouse mirror. A chapel 2 miles inland rings morning mass. Fog drags those notes offshore. Fishermen swear the bells get deeper, older, on certain tides. Scientists shrug, maybe it's audio pareidolia. Locals wink, Paris hasn't drowned yet. Every 25 years, locals hold the Fête des Voiles Rouges. Red-sailed boats flood the harbour at dawn, horns blast, and church bells answer back. Elders say the ritual calms the sea. Anthropologists recorded the 1998 festival right at low tide. Microphones caught a second, deeper bell tone, not matching any local church. The audio file sits online. Go listen. Judge for yourself. So, is Ease a warning tale, a scrambled flood memory, or proof every coast hides a secret? The ocean keeps its answer. Every culture has a sunk city in its back pocket, Atlantis, Rungholt, Dwarka. Ease adds Celtic rain, Breton salt, and a bell that never quite dies. Maybe that bell is history itself, reminding us pride can flood more than walls. And here's the kicker. Modern satellite LiDAR shows Brittany's coastline has lost almost a kilometre of land since Roman days. Sea level rise isn't new, it's just speeding up. Maybe Ease isn't a bedtime story. Maybe it's tomorrow's breaking news. Think the bells are real? Ring a bell in the comments. Still here? You're the real treasure hunters. Want to dig deeper? Tap the screen or that link in the description to jump into our Lost Cities playlist. It's a binge of drowned kingdoms, vanished empires, and a few spooky ruins you can still hike to. Next up is our full Atlantis deep dive. Think sparkling temples, laser-etched myths, and a brand new theory that might park the island in not kidding coastal Spain. Quick favour, share this video with one friend who swears mermaids are real. Let's see if they can handle Celtic sea ghosts. Oh, and keep the convo rolling in the comments. Tell us, which lost city should we chase next? Dwarka? Rungholt? Something we've never heard of? Best suggestion gets a shout out in the next upload. Finally, smash subscribe if you haven't. Slap the bell so you don't miss a splash. And thanks for sailing with us. Until next tide, keep your ears open and your feet on high ground.